In the wake of the horrific flash flooding in Texas on the night of July 3rd, there's a lot of finger pointing. But more important than forecasting the precise amount of rain is forecasting the impacts and warning the people in harm's way. Earlier that afternoon, several hours before the flooding started, the professionals working for the National Weather Service were raising concerns about serious flash flooding in south central Texas, which leaves an uncomfortable reality. Far too often, there is a loss of communication between meteorologists and the public. Warnings are not useful if they're not received, and when conditions are changing rapidly, especially at night, minutes matter. This is not to blame the victims. I honestly do not know if they were even aware of the risk. Highly precise, intense rain forecasting more than 24 hours in advance to within a county or so is still on the scientific frontier. But as meteorologists, we usually have time to warn on flooding at least a few hours in advance. The first warning came at 1:15 a.m. when the river was rising rapidly but still 2 feet below flood stage, about a mile upstream from the popular campsites northwest of San Antonio. Then it rose nearly 2 feet every 10 minutes over the next hour, prompting a flash flood emergency at 5:30 a.m., the highest level of alert from the National Weather Service. Then the river gauge failed. Was there a way to get the first warning or the flash flood emergency that followed? I don't know. Mobile phones, weather radio. The terrain is steep and it's an arid climate, so when intense rain runs into a creek bed that is usually just a trickle, the water rises rapidly and dramatically. This was an exceptionally rare event, but it is important to remember heavy rain is getting heavier in the warming climate. Returning to the forecast, the first sign that the atmosphere was capable of a catastrophic flood showed up in the data from a weather balloon instrument packet earlier that evening. That data was available this time, which led to better awareness for the meteorologists ahead of the warnings, at least this time. Cuts already made by the Trump administration have started to limit those weather balloon launches, which will make it more difficult for meteorologists to diagnose serious weather threats. High-precision forecasting is not what we want it to be yet. Closing all of the weather research labs, like the Trump administration suggested last week, means it will never get better.